Yo, what is up? This is Lone Wolf, and today I'm back here with another video. Now, before this video starts, I just want to say that this is the first video when I am providing a live commentary on it. So, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. And if you want more videos like this, please tell me down in the comment section below. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so this is just a random chilled out ranked match with random people. Now first of all, we'll have a look at the team comp. Our team has Bane, Granger, Akai, Lapu Lapu and Rafaela. Now looking at the team comp, our team comp is obviously not that good as the enemy team comp, which has a Franco, an Aldous, Gushan, Odette and Leslie, because they have a very strong and complete team comp with every role in it. But our team comp lacks a mage, it has two fighters unnecessarily and also support. Now first of all, I thought that when the player picked Rafaela, I thought he was actually gonna throw the game, but he actually ended up playing good. I mean, he was trying to play support role, not throwing the game, so that is good from our side. Here I and Akai are we are pushing the bot lane. Here Akai did a really good job pinning down Leslie and I got the kill, so that's anyway. So our team has left the mid right now, so the opponents are pushing the mid. They are currently on the top. 2 or 3 of the players are at the top. Akai just recalled the base because he was really low at health. Here I'm securing the crab without any danger because the opponent team has to protect the tower, so they cannot contest the crab here for me. In the opponent side, Franco is doing a solo lane top. I don't know why, because tanks are supposed to stay with the team, so that is really stupid from there, Franco, to solo push top. And also, Franco, since a tank, he cannot play lanes as fast as any other fighter or marksman could be. Here I took the buff because no one was taking it. Now personally, since we have 2 fighters, at least in the early game the fighters should be getting the buff, but since they were not taking it, I took the buff. And here I came to mid lane because I saw Gushan pushing the mid lane. Here Gushan actually attacked me. He tried to get the kill, and fortunately the tower and the ultimate damage of Granger is just too much for Gushan to handle and he died. So our team got the bottom turret, which is really good, and they are coming back to mid now. Also the enemy team is coming back to mid, and I recalled to the base because I was really low at health. Now here we can have a really good team fight because we have the map control. Like, the enemy top turret is gone, the enemy bottom turret is gone, so obviously we will try to push the enemy mid turret. So the whole team is almost gathered up at mid. As you can see, Rafaela is coming. At the back we have Bane coming. Akai is already here. Now here I died because I didn't expect Odette to do that ultimate at that moment, and since I was quite at the middle of it, I couldn't make an escape, or maybe I would have, but Odette used a flicker and that's it, that's the end. So right now we are having a team fight at the mid. Almost both the teams have all their players at the mid lined up because they know that we are going to push the mid turret. So here Bane got hooked and Lapu Lapu did a really great stun, a really nice pin from Akai, pinning down 2 people. Odette did a really good ult, and thanks to Lapu Lapu for stopping him, otherwise I would have died. I survived somehow, and I have to recall to the base because I'm really low at health. Now about Granger, you have to remember one thing, that in the early game you have no lifesteal, so you have to recall to the base when you're low. You have no other option. Like for other marksmen like Mia or Moskov, they have at least some amount of lifesteal, or like Carry, so they do not have to recall to the base. But if you are playing Granger, you have to recall to the base very often. Now here I give the buff to Lapu Lapu because he needs it more, because marksmen in the early game do not need buff. Although Granger is an exception because Granger needs cooldown, but it's still fine. I got the turtle anyway.
Yeah, boy.
Now here I left the crab because I saw my team fighting in the mid and we pretty much won the team fight. I survived somehow. Leslie was going to kill me. Now, it was a stupid decision from Alos to actually mark Lapu Lapu, which saved me although, but as an Alice, you must always mark a marksman or a mage. That is your purpose. You are not supposed to mark fighters. Like, both of us are low, I know, understand, but when you are supposed to choose between a marksman and a fighter, you should always go for marksman. And I'm telling this because I am main Alos player. So you should always focus on the weak targets. So here I got the crab for free. I was actually gonna push the top lane, but I saw that the crab was just spawned and got it for free. Here Gushan was trying to push top, but me and Rafaela stopped it. At the bottom lane you can see that Lapu Lapu is going a fight against Leslie and Alos. Also Akai is there. Lapu Lapu in the whole game did a really good job. He only died once and got about some 17 kills, which is really awesome for Lapu Lapu. Here I died. I do not have any other option. I couldn't have lived this because I was just too low on HP, and if Alos marks you, you are pretty much dead. So that's okay. I mean, I cannot do anything right over there. I did use the Purify, but as you can see, the Aldous ultimate damage is enough to kill me. He do not have to punch at least. So in that case, you cannot do anything. Anyway, so far so now, we are still ahead of the enemy team. It is 21 for 14. We have the map control, so it's going actually good, which I didn't expect to be. Here I killed Bushan really easily. You can see the damage of Granger is super awesome. Now, so far I have Blade of Despair, I have Bloodlust X for more sustain, and I have a sword and the Javelin for critical damage. Now, I was building the Berserker Fury. Now, for Granger, a lot of people here gets confused about the build. Like, they first build the Blade of Despair, which is absolutely fine, and after that, whether they should build Bloodlust X or the Berserker Fury. Now, at this point I will say that it depends on your game, it depends on the pick, it depends on your opponents. Here I saw that I have to recall frequently to the base because I cannot regenerate back my HP, so that is why I preferred building Bloodlust X over Berserker Fury. Here it was a really good team fight. Lapu Lapu did a really good job, and the Awe Mask symbol which you are seeing on the enemies, it is because of Rafaela. Rafaela purchased Awe Mask, which is a really good thing because Rafaela is supposed to roam, and if Rafaela purchases Awe Mask, that gives a huge advantage on the opponent team. Now here they have pretty much nothing to do because their main damage dealers are down. Franco and Odette cannot push, they only have to defend their turrets, and we are pretty much everyone alive and pushing from every single lane. In the mid we have 4 people. Lapu Lapu is pushing, he is split pushing the top lane, which is good. Now here I saw that no team fight is going on, so I just decided to split push the bottom lane because Aldous is getting free stacks. Now whenever you're playing against an Aldous, you must remember one thing in mind, that never let Aldous get free stacks. Always bully him, try to bully him from the early game, because in the early game Aldous is really weak. Force him to use sprint, and that's how you can master over an Aldous, because if you let Aldous solo lane just freely collecting stacks, he could be really dangerous late game. So always try to bully Aldous as much as possible. Now here we got 2 kills, Alice as well as Gushan, which is really good because they are the main damage dealers on the opponent team. Leslie is underfarmed, and that is why I'm not considering Leslie as a damage dealer, because he is a lot underfarmed. Now for marksman, you need to keep one thing in mind, that marksmen are really good late game only if they are fed and are farmed. For Granger here, I am luckily both, but Leslie is not. Here I got pinned by Franco, and luckily I got the kill because when he actually ulted me, I was not hitting him, so the tower did not hit me. That was very lucky for me, because if the tower would have hit me, I would have died for sure. So our goals are pretty much accomplished because we have destroyed the turret of the bottom lane, and now there is only one turret left except for the base turrets, that is the top lane turret. So here I decided to take the buff. Lapu Lapu already have one, and we are pushing every lane, not giving any opportunity for them to make a comeback. So now in this situation, when you are having lead on your opponent team, always try to push the lanes. Do not back off and farm. If you actually want to farm, just farm the enemy jungle. Do not just completely back off and start farming your own jungle. That is stupid, because if you try to back off and farm your own jungle, the enemy will have an opportunity to make a comeback, which is really bad, and they have an Aldos. So remember one thing in mind: if the opponent have an Aldos, try to end the game as soon as possible. Now here I died. I actually didn't notice Leslie shooting at me. I was so focused on killing Odette and getting a triple kill that I completely ignored Leslie. That was so stupid from my side. Like, I actually played really bad there. I could have lived. The death was just my mistake. If you want to be a good player, you need to have a really good eye. So that mistake could have been avoided, and I could have avoided a death. Avoiding one death is extremely important, at least for a marksman. Now here we got their base side, which means we can now push freely inside to their base. We also got Leslie down. Now they have all the 4 members down except for Gushan. Gushan can do nothing right over here. We have all our members at the base, pushing the base. Akai is also coming, but our main damage dealer is here. Rafaela is also a semi-tank right here. Lapu Lapu is extremely strong. He is getting legendaries over legendaries, and so the game is pretty much over there at this point. Now I purchased immortality as my last item because I have full damage build, as you can see. So I thought that why not get immortality, also because the enemy have majority physical damage dealers. So if they have magic damage dealers, go for Athena shield. If they have physical damage dealers like their team comp, so just go for immortality. Now here Leslie managed to get Akai, but it's fine because the game is almost over, and a tank is not that important at the end game to push the base, and we did it. We won. It was actually a really nice match, an unexpected one, I would rather say, because as you can see, obviously our team comp is not as good as theirs, but anyway, we won, so that's it. Alright, peace out and see you guys in the next video.